Gene mutation. Genetic code in DNA is translated to living cellular materials through protein synthesis. If a single codon is changed, then the amino acids for which its codes may be different from the original. Consequently, the whole polypeptide chain and the final protein may be altered. A change like this is called gene mutation. A mutation is a permanent change in the DNA of an organism. A mutation can happen when gametes form, or during cell division. Different types of mutation. Gene mutation involves changes in the bases making up codons. The chance of mutation occurring during DNA replication is around 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 8 per base. Fortunately, the body has its own DNA repair systems. Specific enzymes cut or repair any parts of DNA that have been broken or damaged. However, some mutations do remain and are copied from DNA when new proteins are made. Some mutations occur when just one, or a small number of nucleotides, are miscopied during replication. These are point mutations or gene mutations. There are three types of gene mutations. They are substitution, where one base substitutes to another. Deletion, where a base is completely lost from a sequence. Insertion, when an extra base is added. Chromosomal mutations involve a change in position of whole genes within the chromosome. These are whole chromosome mutations, where an entire chromosome is either lost during meiosis or duplicated in one cell by errors in the process. As an example, Down syndrome is caused by a whole chromosome mutation at chromosome 21. Individuals with this syndrome have 3 copies of this chromosome instead of 2. How gene mutations can affect the phenotype. Mutation can produce variation within an organism. If the different arrangement of nucleotides code for the same amino acid, a point mutation will have no effect. Very occasionally, a mutation occurs to produce new and superior proteins. This may help the organism gain a reproductive advantage so that it leaves more offspring than other individuals of the species, particularly if environmental conditions are changed. Most mutations are neutral, which means they neither improve or worsen the chances of survival. Some mutations cause much damage, interrupting the biochemistry of the whole organism. If a harmful mutation is in a protein that is important to the function of a cell, for example, the active site of an enzyme, the effect can be catastrophic. Random mutations of genetic material of the gametes are the cause of many human genetic disorders. Examples are thalassemia, in which blood proteins are not manufactured correctly; cystic fibrosis, in which a membrane protein does not function properly; mutations in the somatic cells of the body as they divide result in many different types of cancer, depending on where in the body they occur. However, most mutations will have no observable effects on the organism. This may be because Mutations occur in part of the non-coding DNA, which does not affect the way the genetic code is read. The code is degenerate, and one small change in the code may not alter the amino acid they code for. Sickle cell disease. When the code goes wrong. Sickle cell disease is a genetic disease that affects the protein chains of the hemoglobin in red blood cells. It is a result of a point mutation. A change of one base in one codon changes a single amino acid in a chain of 17 amino acids, but change alters the nature of the protein. As a result, the hemoglobin molecules stick together to form rigid rods that give red blood cells sickle shape. They do not carry oxygen efficiently and can prevent blood flowing in the capillaries. This single tiny change in one nucleotide is enough to cause severe pain and even death to the people who are affected. Mutations can happen to any cell at any time, though they usually occur during copying of DNA for cell division. Mutations in the body cells can cause problems such as cancer. The most damaging mutations occur in gametes because they will be passed on to future offsprings. These are mutations that cause genetic diseases. Mutagens. X-rays, ionizing radiation, and certain chemicals are called mutagens because exposure to them increases the rate at which mutations occur.